So first of all, good afternoon. Thanks for joining my session. So I know that we suffer some delay to start, and I would like to thank the Eurocloud organization for making it happen this year here in Romania. So my name is Laurent Garcia, so even if my last name is Spanish, so I'm French, while the Veeam European headquarters is based in France, in Paris. So I'm Laurent Garcia, so at Veeam, I joined Veeam back to 2012, so nearly 4 years and a half ago. For managing all over Europe, included Russia, Middle East, and India, all our activities linked to the cloud, meaning especially how we can support our customers, partners, and service providers across the cloud journey. And you will see it in a few seconds. Perfect. For the zapper? No? Ah, okay. So I'll tell you when I need to switch. Okay, that's funny. Okay, so you can move to the next slide. Perfect. So first questions, who know Veeams? Out of the Veeam employees which are below, so just one? No, you joked. Ah, many people. Okay, so are you also Veeam customers? Yeah, thank you. So at least, thank you for being one of our customers. So for your information, so I will give you just 2 minutes introduction about Veeam. So at Veeam, 2016 is really important while we celebrate this year our 10 years anniversary. So what we were able to achieve over the last 10 years. So far and at a worldwide level, we collaborate with more than 205,000 customers, which can be any kind of companies from very small shops, so very small businesses, medium-sized, commercial, enterprise, public administration, and of course a lot of partners and service providers. A lot of partners, while at Veeam, so our DNA is to work only via our channel community. So that's the reason why we work a lot with our distributors, our partners, our service providers, and especially our service providers to enable them to deliver some services on behalf of Veeam. So powered by Veeam, if I can call it that, and especially when we deal about data protection. Out of that, we protect so far more than 12 million of virtual machines at a worldwide level. So of course, essentially composed of VMware vSphere and Microsoft Hyper-V. Out of that, and especially for the thematic of this session today, so tomorrow I will run a specific deep dive shot on the disaster recovery as a service. But so far, the purpose of this presentation today is to deal about digital transformation and also about availability, which is a key messaging at Veeam. So for that, and when we look about some survey we run, or if we look about a famous score, which is NPS, so I don't know if you are familiar with NPS. So NPS is a kind of deep survey which conduct many kind of different criteria, and especially about customer loyalty, about the support and so on. And we are proud at Veeam to get 61, which is the second highest score in terms of NPS. So the first one is Apple, and especially with his iPhone. So it's something like 63, 64, meaning that a lot of our customers and partners trust Veeam and would like to do more with us. And especially that's the reason why when we look about enterprise segment, so far we are proud to get more than 70% of the Fortune 500, which have decided to move from a legacy solution to Veeam. And I will explain it to you why. Next slide. Yeah, perfect. So about digital transformation, and there was a good presentation made by Danilo from Amazon Web Services about all the Internet of Things and so on. And yes, when we look about the next years, and especially by 2020, so we predict that there will be more than 21 billion of connected devices. So of course it can be a lot of different things, and we are all familiar to use all the digital data, and especially at a personal level, for uploading some pictures, using YouTube for video and so on. But of course we need to deal with this data from a professional or business perspective. And that's the reason why, for that, in terms of strategy, so we need to support all our enterprise customers to move to the digital transformation. Next slide, please. And I would like to tell you what is the secret sauce. So the secret sauce is about the availability. So why availability? Is because, of course, as a business company today, so you need to access to your data at any time and, of course, everywhere. And that's really important. And right now, that's coming the normal norm. I mean, how a company can access to its data at any time. So we can take different kind of examples. So if you are, for example, a salespeople, so you need to access to your database or your CRM in order to make some quotes, in order to take or to book some orders. If you are part of the support team, in that case, you need to get access to the background history of your customers, which is calling you because they have some failures on the product or the services you deliver, and so on. And of course, from a marketing perspective as well, especially during the sales time, where of course all the websites and all the shops need to be available for taking all the orders. While if I'm a customer and I cannot access to your website for ordering some things, or if I don't get any specific feedbacks or returns from your support team, so in that case I will probably move to one of your competitors, and that's the things we want to avoid. And that's the reason why at Veeam we built a strong strategy and vision about the availability, and especially availability meaning 20 hours, 7 days per week, and of course 365 days per year. Next slide, please. So what may happen when you don't have in place this kind of availability structure within your company? So you, of course, you can lose a lot of money. So for that, I would like to quote 3 different examples. So the first two ones are some very big companies, while one more time it may impact very small ones to very big ones. So at least I will start from a story which happened last August. So you all know a American airline company named Delta Airlines, which was out of IT production for 12 hours, just mid-August, during the best holiday period for people traveling at a worldwide level. So what was the impact? So they were down for 12 hours. They cancel and delay more than 5,000 flights at a worldwide level. By doing or putting in place all the claim, all the financial things for paying people hotels, nights, to make sure that they will take another flight and so on, it just for one day, it cost them more than $100 million. And of course, it's just the pure financial impact, so $100 million one day, so well done. But of course, the impact is of course about your branding, meaning that most of the people, next time, they will probably choose one of their competitors instead of booking Delta Airlines one more time. In Europe, it has happened also, so especially at Google, so it was in August 2015. So their European data center located in Belgium were struck by the lightning 4 times during a weekend. So what was happening at this time? So all the different companies which were using Google Apps and Gmail and others were not able to log on and do their business for several hours. Of course, when you are a company such as Delta Airlines or Google, you have a large IT staff, you have many data centers, and all of these companies were able to recover back the data and make the service online in a few hours or in a few days. But at least all the people were able to recover back the data. At a personal level, 5 years ago, one of my best friends closed his company because of the non-availability. So I will tell you the full story. So this guy was creating or was in charge of a company, so he was CEO, in charge of building some specific toys woods, meaning that he built some specific things. Anyway, so during one weekend, so his factory was totally burned by the fire. And of course, he engaged a process to claim to his assurance all these things, so he recovered back his money and so on. But unfortunately, and especially from his studio design, who are in charge of building all the plans and all the metrics for building these kind of things, so unfortunately, so he was doing some backup, but all the backup of his different secret plans was stored locally, meaning that he wasn't able to recover back this data. So so at the end, he closed his company. And when you look about different surveys which were made over the last years, so when a company suffers a large issue, meaning losing its data, after 16 months, 9 out of 10 have closed their business forever. Meaning, one more time, availability is important. Next slide, please. So I will go quickly on this one. So at Veeam, on a yearly basis, we run what we call our Veeam availability report, where what we do basically is we survey and we listen our customers. So last February 2016, so we have released, of course, the Veeam availability report 2016, where we survey at a worldwide level more than 1,200 senior IT people. So what they said? They said that when they close their business just for 1 hour because they cannot access to their emails, because their production platform is done and so on, so they lose something like $100K per year. So of course it's important, and one more time, it's really back up with the case from Delta Airlines. On a yearly basis, and because this company, as an average, suffer more than 150 different incidents, which can be different kind of things. So of course it can be some hack, meaning some ransomware or this kind of stuff. It can be some data center surfage, outage, such as electricity is down, whatever you want. And of course, and most of the time, it's just a human error. So someone from the database administrator who killed his own database or this kind of stuff. So you may find different kind of funny things, if I can call it that, but at the end, so there are more than 150 incidents per year, and the cost per customer in that case, it's up to $16 million. So of course, it's a lot of money. Next one, please. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, could you please back to, oh, perfect. Thank you. Yeah, nice. Okay. So when we look about that, and one more time, out of the pure impact in terms of finance, meaning the cost, the most important things, and especially when we deal with digital world, is about the damage to your company in term of brand. That's the reason why, at Veeam, one more time, we have a strong portfolio and vision to support any kind of customers for moving across the availability. So last 23rd of August, I don't know if you was able to look and to watch live this announcement, but we made a big announcement from Boston, where we have explained to our partners and customers and alliances what is the vision of Veeam for the next years and what are our current portfolios. So first of all, there is the minimum foundation, which is the Veeam Availability Suite. So for that, we deal with all the aspects linked to the pure data protection. Out of that, and because we are moving, of course, to a digital world with different kind of scenarios, such as the one explained by Amazon a few minutes ago, so we must deal with all the things which are located on premises and, of course, using the different clouds. Different clouds, while today, of course, so our customers and partners may use what we call our Veeam cloud and service providers in order to get some cloud backup and cloud DR offerings. But our customers are also deploying some private clouds at the on-premises level or using an outsourcer. And of course, many customers are also using public cloud platforms such as Microsoft Azure or Amazon Web Services. So for that, what we have decided to release by end of this year is two important products, which are named Veeam Agents, one for Windows, one for Linux, which can protect your applications and data wherever these data are located. So it can be on a physical, on a virtual environment, on premises, or in the cloud. And out of that, and for supporting the availability across this specific journey, so we will release next year what we call the Veeam Orchestrator in order to support any kind of business continuity businesses. So it's really important also for our customers, one more time, to be available anytime. Perfect. So for that, I would like to quote two good Veeam customers cases. So the first one, of course, is a well-known car manufacturer, so Volvo. So about Volvo, what Volvo does with Veeam today. So far, and especially in the Benelux regions, so they have decided to set up some specific dealers all across these regions, while out of doing it by themselves, so they support what they call their local channel. So of course Volvo, and especially for these dealers, so they need of course to order some cars from Volvo, they need also to order or to support all the warranties and to get in touch with the technical team at Volvo when they have some issue and when they need to repair your car locally. And for that, of course, and especially for these dealers, so they need to be available at least during the week and included the weekend for making this process happen in terms of orders, in terms of support, and so on. So by the past, what they did basically is they backup and protect or archive locally all their data. But of course, when one time it has happened, so they suffer a huge outage. So in that case, these dealers were not able to place orders and these kind of things to the Volvo manufacturer. So of course, if I'm a customer or if I would like to purchase a car and Volvo cannot make it happen, I will probably move to another one, such as BMW or Renault, which is a French company. The other one, and especially when we deal about digital, so it's Telefonica. So Telefonica in Germany. So Telefonica is a global telecom provider or network provider. So what they do also, and especially in order for their million of customers, so nearly 50 million of customers, to order some online tickets to access to some specific things in music activities, museum, and so on. So what they do is, of course, all their applications are protected by Veeam for making them one more time available. While if I'm a customer and I cannot log on the Telefonica, I will probably move to one of their competitors. And that's the reason why, and especially for the last 2 years, so Veeam was nominated by Gartner in terms of visionnaire within their specific magic quadrant for the backup and replication stuff. So we are really proud of that. We also do a lot of surveys, and one more time we listen a lot of customers and so on. And a recent one we made with IDC. Yep. With IDC, so clearly shows that with the help of Veeam, so we help our customers to implement much more virtualization, and especially in what we call our modern data center. So far you can find the virtualization piece, but of course right now you have what we call also the modern storage, so coming from HP, NetApp, PMC, and so on. And we deal also with all the cloud services, and especially using our service providers. So we help our customers to be more comfortable using different kind of virtual applications. And one more time, availability is a key component of that. That's the reason why, yeah, one more time, that's about availability. That's the things you need to catch up in your mind by end of this day. And out of that, and especially when we talk about availability and especially business continuity, so we are all dealing about the disaster recovery. Why is, if you look about some projections made by Gartner last May, they have predicted that by end of 2018, so basically in 2 years, more than 50% of a disaster recovery project will use cloud services. So that's the key things, and that's the reason why at Veeam, one of our main mission is to help our partner and our cloud service providers. And here in Europe, so we deal with more than 6,000 service providers, which are using Veeam on a daily basis for delivering different kind of as-a-service offerings. And especially this year and for the next ones, we are really concentrated on the disaster recovery piece. So we enable also disaster recovery as a service offering. Up. Out of that, I strongly encourage you to move also out of the fact that you can visit us today on our booth or make some local contact with our different teams. So I strongly also encourage you to move on veeam.com. So we have created a lot of different kind of contents, and especially for the enterprise in terms of availability. So you can find the report, but we have also some specific executive blog made by different writers. And out of that, we publish a lot of content, and especially a lot of vertical contents to address vertical markets, meaning in terms of finance, in terms of healthcare, in terms of public organization, in terms of telecom operator or partners, and so on. So one more time, don't hesitate 1 minute to visit Veeam. Then I promise you that you will get a lot of spam and a lot of banner on your different navigator and so on, but anyway, that's good to know. So to conclude, we work on, of course, different kind of features, different kind of products or portfolio, but the three main criteria are, of course, the first one is enterprise continuity, and especially using all different features so you can recover back any kind of data or application in less than 15 minutes, which is the most important things. The second one is about the workload mobility, so you don't care anymore about where are located your applications or data. One more time, you can use it on premises, in the cloud, using the service providers, outsourcers. So we have all the solutions to support your different kind of IT architectures. And the last one, and especially in terms of digital and data, it's about the compliance and the monitoring. So we can load, we can track who access to what. You can set up some business continuity processes, meaning that how you can restart, what are the impacts if one of your applications is down for any specific reasons, and so on. So we really work on these three major pillars. So far, that's all from my side. I don't know if you have some specific questions. If not, don't hesitate one more time to visit Veeam booth so we can have a chat. We can take a coffee together and engage some technical or business decision. Thank you so much, and wish you a good day for the next, at least today and tomorrow.